Hey guys, this video was brought to you by the Epic Games Support a Creator program. If you use this code right here on the screen, WanderingWind71, you can support me for no additional cost. And right now, there is a ton of great deals on games on the Epic Store right now, including just a whole buttload of them. I mean, seriously, you've got Satisfactory, you've got Borderlands 3, you've got Red Dead Redemption 2, Detroit Become Human. A lot of these games are up to 7. Hey guys, welcome back to The Wandering Wind. I want to first completely apologize for not doing more to kind of create content that you guys enjoy here. Last couple of weeks have been super frustratingly abnormal for me. I've been dealing with bouts of illness because the weather's shifting, because Ohio can't make up its mind, and really most of the country from what I hear. I've been having to deal with constant schedule shifts because things pop up that we need to take care of, like yesterday, especially with me working with the church to try and keep remote services running so that we can still serve the body of Christ, but also not put the body at risk or put anyone else at risk. And then when it comes to everything else, it's just been a whole lot of different crap on my plate. So I do apologize for that. However, I want to talk about a serious problem that YouTube and we as a community are having right now. And this relates to a specific YouTuber by the name of Suzy Lou. Now, Suzy Lou has been known for a while to be a problematic creator, and she's recently been taking it to new levels that make some of the worst things that people like Leafy has done seem tame in comparison, at least in this particular sphere of influence and behavior. So let's get started by showing you exactly who and what Suzy Lou is and does. So I'm going to show you a preview of her channel right now. So this right here is Suzy Lou's official YouTube channel. She's got 371,000 YouTube subscribers, which, you know, good on you, but you didn't exactly come by those legitimately. But look at what she has posted as content. Now, first of all, beyond this, I want to mention one other thing. Her Patreon. I will get to that here in a minute. But just so you know that that's also on the docket as to what we're talking about. So right here, we have a list of various reaction videos. The problem with all these reaction videos is that they are not in any way cut down for time or in any way cut down for content beyond what she can get away with, which is basically setting the video in a small window in the corner and then setting the transparency to just low enough that YouTube can't really completely register that that's actually what content is being shown. So, seeing here, she's reacting to an episode of Naruto, then reacting to gameplay of Neo 2, again, more Neo 2. I don't even know if she even plays these games. To be honest, I'm not quite sure. Let me actually check that really quick. Let me go ahead and do this, and let me pause the video for a second while I check this out and see if she's actually playing it or if she's just watching someone play it, because that also makes a big difference. So I'll be right back. Okay, so she is legitimately at least playing the games. However, if I were to show you a clip of her actually doing a reaction video, I would most likely be targeted as the next copyright infringer on the list, and it would basically be her word against mine. And because YouTube is seeming to side with her more than anyone else, I would immediately have censors put on my channel. So I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the whole show you a clip of what she's doing. I will include a screenshot somewhere eventually with the evidence of her having the video like set to transparency to try and get past the filters. However, this is what gets me. This is what is really frustrating about her. I'm going to go ahead and show you her Patreon page really quick. I'm going to show you her Patreon. So, I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do the memberships. I'm just going to, well, I can't show you anything because I'm not subscribed to her, and I'm not joining just to show you what she's doing. However, there have been tweets and posts on social media talking about how she's going to upload the videos she's watched on her Patreon. And let me reassure you that yes, these are not her property. These are high-profile anime and other copyrighted titles that she's uploading in their entirety. This is the big thing that everyone's on about. She's uploading these videos, these reaction videos with very little commentary, very little transformative works in them, and she's uploading them as if they're her original content, and YouTube isn't really caring. Now, granted, that might be because right now the only thing working most effectively is the bots. I mean, YouTube employees are not in the support centers right now. YouTube employees are home because we want to get the COVID-19 knocked out of the park before we get too far into the year, hopefully. Now, granted, we're already too far into the year. This is 4/14/2020 that I'm recording this at. It's way too far into the year already. But, yeah, with all this said and done, I want to give you my thoughts. I want to give you my thoughts on what went wrong here. Because, obviously, she's been allowed to do this for some time. And because of this, she's not been educated on exactly why it's wrong. And because she's not being told why it's wrong, she feels like she's in the right. Which isn't the greatest argument you could ever make, but it is how a lot of people make the argument. Is that, oh, I was never told, so therefore I couldn't know. But the thing is, ignorance of the law does not provide an excuse. Most police officers that pull over a speeder will tell them that. And to be fair, yeah, not knowing the law doesn't make you not part of that law, not part of being under the law. So, Susie, the real tea for you right now, because ironically, you posted a video called The Real Tea just 2 hours ago. The real tea for you is you really need to not do what you're doing, because not only are you profiting off of other people's copyrighted work in the US, copyrighted work, not just, oh, whatever. No, this is copyrighted, fully legalized copyrighted materials that you're uploading as a third party and profiting off of on a subscription service platform. And Patreon's not doing anything about it. I'm sure people have made complaints about her content on her Patreon, but Patreon doesn't care because she's a pretty face that can earn them more money, because people like giving money to pretty faces. Let's be honest. This is why e-girls are a thing. This is why the adult industry flourished as soon as the online services started really coming up and becoming apparently useful. That is what it is. And I am unsure how we could make this a better situation, but we do need to make a better situation out of this, because it is not right, it is not proper, and it is not good that this is what we're doing in 2020, where people like Suzy Lou and others, because there have been other instances of this, although none as blatant or as supported by YouTube as her, but there have been others as well that do this and need to be taken to task and told, no, you cannot do this. You cannot be a part of doing this. You're not allowed. It's not proper. It's not right. And it doesn't make sense that you would do this. So if you're going to do this, then you're going to be fined or punished or whatever. But Suzy's not getting that because she's still, well, and she's also a check mark. That's the biggest thing. If you're verified on YouTube, if you're verified on a platform, you're pretty much untouchable unless legal action comes, which on the grapevine, I've heard that companies like Funimation and Toei and others are possibly pursuing legal action. However, with the courts being tied up because of the COVID-19 crisis, we might not see results from that until 2021. So, in the meantime, she's still going to profiteer from all this, have a media empire, and then be able to use that money to go and say, oh, please, poor lawyer, Mr. Lawyer Man, please help poor old me. And it's going to suck for everyone involved, but you know what? At least in the end, she might actually get her comeuppance. So that's really all I've got to say. The other big thing about this whole story is that she's been going around and using copyright strikes to, yeah, she's been going around and using copyright strikes to censor and even outright cancel people that speak out against her. So if this video disappears tomorrow, please don't be surprised, because she's done this to a lot of people. She'll do this to you, and she'll do this to me as well. And so just, if you're not a big enough creator where you can stand that kind of a blow, don't do it. But if you can stand that kind of a blow, please take the risk and get this out there, because it needs to be said. It needs to be brought to light. Otherwise, she's never going to find the error of her ways, because she doesn't care, obviously. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys so very much. I'll see you again soon. Until then, take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.